So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Paul Cavanaugh Fieldhouse at Lynn English High School. This is senior night for the Lady Bulldogs. So, we are just beginning a short celebration of our seniors before the game versus Beverly tonight. And Coach Mackenzie Charles is going to be presenting gifts. Oh, these are to the Beverly High School girls. Oh, that's impressive. The three seniors from Beverly. That's a nice touch on the part of Coach Charles and the Lady Bulldogs. And now for the Lady Bulldogs. The seniors and their families are about to be recognized. First one, number 44, Stacy Abreu. And she opens up the ceremony. She gets a nice bag of gifts and some flowers from her coach. And a picture. So a nice touch here as all the other girls are out on the court. Second one, Michaela Johnson, number 15, the sharpshooter, three-point shooter. Michaela, she has quite a few family members with her as she makes her way to center court. Bouquet of flowers for the mom, and a photo op. Next, number 23, Jessica Ruiz. And it looks like she is accompanied by her mother, and I believe those are her sisters, I think. And Jessica steps quickly to the front court for a picture. And it looks like we've still got number 10, senior forward, number 10, Lynn Echevarria. She's being escorted, and she stops to get a hug. All of her teammates are wearing the number 1 in memory of Dorothea Zemba, who was a great basketball player for the team. I believe 2 years back, she passed away from cancer. But they wear that number in tribute. Number 11 is Raven Rapley, a tenacious defender here on the basketball court and also on the soccer field. And she's being recognized as a senior. And it looks like we've got one more waiting in the wings here. We've got activity all over the front court here. Photos and hugs and last but not least, number 5, Juliana Perry. She's got a big number 5 she's carrying, and she is being accompanied by her parents and her brother Frank, who was a stalwart member of the Lynn English Bulldogs several years back, and a member of my homeroom. Good guy, Frank Perry, and his sister Juliana, the senior, is being recognized tonight. So, so these seniors will be missed. This is so a round of applause for all of the seniors who have worked hard for the past 4 years for Lynn English High School. And that'll do it for the ceremony. We'll be announcing the starting lineup shortly here. So we'll take a brief pause and be back with you shortly. We're going to, before we do, we will have the MC JROTC present the colors and the national anthem.
Sorry, we have a singer tonight. One of our players, Kalia Reynoso, will be presenting.
And Kalia Reynoso a starting guard for the Lady Bulldogs will be singing the national anthem. I didn't know she sang. So here we go.
Oh, say, can you see what the dawn's early light was so brightly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
Beautiful job by Kalia. Her singing is just like her ball playing. She's fearless.
Yeah, my freestyle.
She's fearless.
Planet Earth, Mr.
Yeah, we got some freestyle at halftime. That was a beautiful job by Kalia Reynoso. She hit those high notes. And now for the Beverly Panthers, senior Haley Anderson. Number 22, Tia Bernard. Number 5, Sydney Anderson. Number 20, Sophia Hemsey. And number 15, Kylie McCarthy. And their head coach is Seth Stantiel. And now for the Lady Bulldogs, their last home game. Senior, number 15, Michaela Johnson. At forward, a sophomore, number 31. She was 35, now she's wearing 31, Nia Sams. And wearing her second hat here. She not only is a singer, she's a ball player. Number 4, Kalia Reynoso. Number 11, Raven Rapley. And at guard, number 5, Juliana Perry. Their head coach is Mackenzie Charles. And we're just about underway. A lot of emotion in this field house tonight with friends, family members here to watch their last home game for the Lady Bulldogs. They've got in their starting lineup, they've got 4 seniors and Kalia Reynoso, who's just a sophomore. The last couple of games, actually, Jessica Ruiz has been coming in off the bench just to kind of switch things up a little. And I spoke with her today, and she was talking about how she and Coach Charles had talked about maybe that way she can kind of feel the pace of the game and then step into it rather than starting and having to get into it in that way. So Nia Sams starting at center. Number 31, although listed as 35 in the program. And this is Reynoso. Back to Perry, who usually handles the point guard duties. Looks like Beverly in a man-to-man here. Reynoso kicks out to Rapley, turns it down, and Perry can't handle the pass. They were pretty close, and there was a little bit of mustard on that pass. So Beverly comes in with a record of an 11-7, so they are a worthy opponent here. Reynoso knocks it away. It'll stay with Beverly. The Lady Bulldogs bounced back with a huge win against Salem on Monday. This week it's Monday, Wednesday, unusual. Normally they'll play Tuesday and Friday. Perry quickly up court through the legs. A lot of real ball handling skills on this team. Into the post to Sams, back out to Johnson. Drives the baseline. Her little runner won't go. Both teams qualify for the playoffs. Lynn English, quite a while ago, they went undefeated through the conference for quite a while, and then they lost a couple to Saugus and Classical last week, but got back on the winning track against Salem. Beverly, as I mentioned, a solid team. Also a senior-heavy team. Let's see in there. So Beverly inbounds. And in the corner for three, it goes. That is Kylie McCarthy for three. Perry, oof, no call. Looked like she got bumped. Perry takes the pick. Nice dish to Ruiz, who just came in, and a beautiful pick and roll. Ruiz rolled to the basket. Perry hit it with a perfect bounce pass, and Ruiz was able to score and get fouled. Beautiful play. So Jessica with two. Just underway. We've played about 2 minutes here. So the free throw no good. Rapley is a tough defender. She's all over Anderson. This is McCarthy, who scored earlier. The shot falls, and that's Tia Bernard. Pretty drive by Reynoso for two. So 5-4 here. Both teams coming to play tonight. This is, let's see, we got to travel there on McCarthy. Number 20 for Beverly just in is, oh no, that's Sophia Hemsey. My fault, she started. Sophia was one of the starters. Rapley out, and good look, Perry, but the pass a little low. She was looking to dish to Echevarria. This is Bernard, pulls up, won't go, but all Beverly on the boards there. McCarthy. Bernard takes a pick, but nothing. This is Hemsley. Good defense as Perry ties her up from behind, and they get a travel as Juliana Perry came from behind, tied her up, and caused her to travel. So this is the Lady Bulldogs' normal starting lineup right now, with Perry and Reynoso in the backcourt, Ruiz in the middle, Echevarria and Johnson up front. Beverly on top, 5-4. Big game for the Lady Bulldogs to continue. Echevarria all alone, but she overshoots it to continue to progress towards the playoffs, which are coming up soon. Both teams off there on these shots. Here comes Perry pushing the ball. Ruiz, very active, setting picks, rolling to the basket. Nice pick by Jessica. And there she is. Coach Mack calls a timeout. So with 3:55 to go in the first quarter, it's Beverly 5 and English 4. Juliana Perry inbounding under their own basket. To Ruiz. Strong drive. And a little baby hook for Jessica as her offense in gear tonight. She's got 4 of the 6 English points. Reynoso hounding Bernard. Tenacious defense by the Bulldogs, but Johnson gets called for the reach-in. That's the first foul on English, 1 on Beverly. And Coach Charles can be heard all the way up here, not happy about that foul. He's saying it was way up. Let that go. Way up near the half-court line. Good drive, but blocked by Ruiz. Number 5 is Sydney Anderson. Almost stolen away by Anderson. 2 5s running after the ball. The English Bowl with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see if they're aware of it. 10 seconds. They're taking a while to get set up here. Johnson heaves it from the baseline. No good. Quickly up court. This is Bernard. Pulls it back out. And McCarthy. Took some steps there. And that was Sydney Anderson in a hurry to get moving to the basket. Took a couple little baby steps and got caught. .245 to go. Nice crowd on hand here for senior night. Both teams having trouble getting their offense in gear here. Ruiz looking, he got position, they got her the ball, and they might have helped her out on that one. I don't know if that shot had a chance, but she got hacked, so she'll be on the line shooting too. Nothing but net on the first one. Let's see if she can duplicate it as Johnson out and Rapley in. One senior replacing another. Second one won't go. Beverly with the ball. English on top for the first time, 6-5. McCarthy. Good drive, but way too strong off the glass. Here comes English. Reynoso on the wing. Ruiz, a presence underneath. Now she's up at the free throw line and at the elbow. Takes a pick. Reynoso back to Echevarria. Strong drive, but blocked. Players going down left and right here. This is Bernard to McCarthy, who has 3 of their 5 points on a 3 from the corner. Bernard turns down the shot, and she drives into 3 players, and Juliana Perry gives her a hand. Good sportsmanship from Juliana. She just put her head down and drove right into 3 Lady Bulldogs and then threw the ball out of bounds. That's called court awareness. Reynoso being guarded tightly. Ruiz spins. Shot little off balance. And they had Anderson underneath but didn't see her. Now she's over out at the three-point line. McCarthy turns down a three, puts it up. Lefty, no good. Sydney to southpaw. Echevarria driving the baseline, spins. Pretty move by Lynn. She drove the baseline, spun, and dropped in an easy two. English on a 5-point run here. They trailed 5-4. Now they're up 5. Now they're up 9-5. The man-to-man defense for English is definitely stifling Beverly. 5 seconds on the clock. Let's see if they get something off. I don't think they're going to. Just at the last second. That was Sophia Hamzy. Just beat the shot clock. The English defense really tough. Echevarria for three. Little too strong. McCarthy quickly up to Bernard. And she gets fouled. Let's see if they call that before or during a shot. I believe it was before, on the floor. Each team with 2 team fouls. And we've got a wholesale substitution. We got Nia Hams, Michaela Johnson, and Maddie Lorino, number 22, making her first appearance. And the southpaw, Sydney Anderson, hits from the corner. Shot clock off, 20 seconds left. Ooh. And they got Anderson, Sydney Anderson, on a reach-in. As she was looking for the steal. So, shot clock off. 15 seconds. And Reynoso, nice drive. Pretty drive, but won't go. We got Sams on a reach-in. Both teams picking up some fouls here. Beverly with 8.6 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to get it up there quick if they want to get a shot off. Clock is ticking. Ooh, a long three. Oh, almost banked in, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So, not a lot of scoring, but a lot of activity, and English runs off 5 straight points to take a 9-5 lead. Beverly comes back with a 3 from the corner, and at the end of 1 complete, the Lady Bulldogs on top, 9-8. Oh, second quarter just underway. Beverly with the ball. This is McCarthy. Perry almost slapped it away. Nice drive. And she gets fouled. That'll be. And both teams displaying lots of good sportsmanship tonight. They slam each other to the court, and then they pick each other up. So this is number 22 is Tia Bernard on the line shooting 2. That's the first foul on Rapley. Bernard makes the first.
Mr. Lee, you wouldn't mind if I yelled a break, right?
I would. Oh. Okay, and Bernard makes 1. We're all even here. Sams with a nice pick, but Johnson doesn't take it. Perry from the corner, just a little strong. That looked good from here. Quickly back out for 3. Off target for Bernard. And Beverly, full court press here as they're Kelsey McNeil in for her first appearance, and they're pressing her. They've got it's a 3-1-1 press, and they're trapping Perry. See if she can dribble out of it, and she does. Let's see if they can. See if they can make them pay for the press. They're going to have Johnson on a travel, so that's the key there. As Perry was able to beat the press, but they had the numbers and couldn't make them pay. And until you can do that, they'll keep pressing. Tough way to get to beat the press is dribbling 1-on-3, but Juliana Perry was able to do it that time. Good drive, but too strong by Bernard. Johnson dishes to Perry. Pounce takes it right. Nice drive by Perry. She saw a little crease, took it right to the basket. Very nice drive. So this game has been a 2 3-point game all since the start. Not much difference between the two up till now. And shot clock, this is the third time I think that the shot clock has almost run down, and it's going to do it. No, McCarthy right at the buzzer. That's her second. Just beats the buzzer with a 3. Nice shot by Kylie McCarthy. She's got the range from 3, and that was a pressure shot with the clock, the buzzer going off just as it went through the net. Stolen away. It's McCarthy 1-on-2, dishes to the corner. No. And that was Haley Anderson. That shot rims in and out. Rapley with the rebound. And she's being harassed. Whoa. Oh, it looked like two girls looked like a head-to-head. I don't think they hit heads. Looked like it. But they're both up. Probably shoulder, because they bounced right up. That looked like it could have been a concussion if they had hit heads. They were going right at each other. Number 24 for Beverly is Angela Mazzone. That's her this is her first appearance. Reynoso dishes to Sams. Good defense, though. Perry looking to set up again. Takes the pick. Back out to Sams. Nothing there. So they work it the other way. Reynoso with a jump shot. Doesn't draw iron. Good defense by Beverly that time. They really smothered him. Beverly relying on that outside shot. Here's another one. Good rebound by Reynoso. She'll stick her nose in there and pull down some boards. Perry pulls it back out. Sams. Ooh, the Euro step. Some wild shots here. A lot of action. Ooh, almost took some steps there. This is Mazzone. Another lefty. She's in for Sydney Anderson. This is Bernard, drives right to the basket. Mazzone right there for couldn't put in the putback. That's Tia Bernard for 2, and Beverly with 2 or 3 second shots there, as English not doing a good job on the boards, the offensive glass. Not putting a body on the Beverly player. This is Sands with the shot clock running down. Good defense. Whoa, Echevarria tries one that she threw up from under the basket. Almost went. And Beverly, nice pass underneath. And Sams with the foul, as Beverly starting to step on the gas here. Very pretty pass underneath, and Sams fouls, I believe that's Sophia Hamzy on the line shooting 2. That'd be the second on Sams, and the 5th on the team, Beverly with 4. First one won't go. Ruiz in for Sams, and Yaya Soto in for Echevarria. Second one good for Hamzy. That's her first points. Soto is number 21, and Ruiz 23. Nice pick by Jessica, rolls the basket. And that very, very active player, Ruiz. Points hard to come by, but Beverly up 15-11. Long cross-court pass. Mazzone misses everything off Beverly, and that'll be English ball. 3:05 to go in the first half. A low-scoring affair, 15-11, but lots of action, not a lot of baskets. But fast pace, back and forth. Perry slows it down just as I say that and walks it up court. Johnson with a runner in the lane, won't go. Soto. Bounce pass, got nice rebound, but the bounce pass picked off. Soto with those long strides. Skinny legs, long strides. Reynoso hounding Bernard. Anderson. Nice pass to Mazzone. Stolen by Johnson, and she's knocked down by Mazzone. So both teams with 5 team fouls here. 2:27 to go. Johnson still scoreless. Most of the points have come, let's see, Ruiz with 5. She's the high scorer for English. Perry looking for something. Ruiz looking for position. Has it. They can't get her the ball. Good defense. They're denying Ruiz the ball. Stolen away. Stolen right back. Bad pass by Beverly. Let's see if Reynoso. Nice drive by Reynoso, but blocked. Beautiful block by Anderson, and they're going to call a travel on Johnson. So Haley Anderson was beat by Reynoso, and as Reynoso put the ball up, Anderson blocked it from behind. No foul. That's an athletic play. 1:35 to go. Anderson. Long skip pass, right back. Nice drive by Anderson. Very nice looking play by Haley Anderson on both ends. Her first bucket. And Coach Mack calls a timeout as Beverly has run out to a 6-point lead, 17-11, and they've picked up the pace here of their passing. And before they were letting English get set and they were getting smothered, but now the passes are a lot quicker. And that time Anderson was able to, after 3 or 4 quick passes around the perimeter, she was able to drive and a little jump shot from around the free throw line for 2 after a really beautiful athletic play, defensive play on the other end by her. So Coach Mack is called that timeout for a couple reasons. He probably wanted to drop a play, but also stop some of that Beverly momentum as they've scored the last, I believe it's the last 6 points. I think we were tied at 11. It might have been 11-10, but it's been a run of 5-6 points by Beverly, and they've stretched that lead, which has hovered around 2 or 3 all game, to 6. 1:21 to go. English inbounds at half court, and they'd like to get Johnson open for a 3 if they can, or Ruiz in the paint. Johnson really hasn't had a chance to get that shot off. Ruiz has it, but all over her. 10 seconds to go. This is Reynoso drive. Oh, nice try by Reynoso, but a little too strong. It was a no-look dish to Ruiz, and I don't think she was expecting it. Maybe a little too fast to handle. McCarthy back in. And Sydney Anderson back in, number 5 for Beverly. That's Anderson in the corner. Almost travels, but Reynoso with the steal. Pretty drive. Kind of a Euro step by Reynoso. Very acrobatic shot. Steal and a bucket. 35 seconds. This is in the corner. This is McCarthy. But rebounded. Couldn't hit. Good hustle. Good hustle by, that was Hamsey with the tie-up. And with 18.6 seconds shot clock off, English with a chance to cut the lead to 2 or 1. Clock running though, approaching 10 seconds. Reynoso to Ruiz, but not a good pass, and they're tied up, and that ball will go back to Beverly as pass was not a crisp pass. Ruiz talking with Reynoso. So Beverly inbounding. They still have 6 seconds to push that ball up and get a shot off. And the clock, this is Bernard with a long 3, that a little off target. And that'll do it for the first half, with Beverly on top by a score of 17-13. Hey, welcome back for the second half as the Lady Bulldogs make their way onto the court. They had, Beverly held them to 4 points in the second quarter. Tight defense and just some missed shots. So let's see what Coach Charles was able to draw up at halftime to counter that defense. Anderson gets called for travel coming out. Not happy, but it doesn't matter. That's the call. So for English, they start with Perry and Reynoso in the backcourt. Up front, they've got Rapley. Johnson uses a pick. Good rebound by Rapley, but can't score as Raven had the rebound, but it's McCarthy weaving her way through the defenders. Dishes to the corner. Bernard, little too strong. And that'll be English ball, I believe. Up front for English, number 31, Nia Sams, 11, Raven Rapley, and 15, Michaela Johnson. For Beverly, 5 is Sydney Anderson, number 3 is Tia Bernard. As Perry, nice drive. And tied up again. It's for Beverly. Number 3 is Haley Anderson. Number 22, Tia Bernard. Number 5, Sydney Anderson. 20, Sophia Hamsey. And 15, Kylie McCarthy. English possession arrow. Johnson just got off, I think, her first 3 of the game, and it didn't draw iron. Reynoso. Nice block by Hamsey. And Beverly, as Reynoso had a lane to the basket, and Hamsey stepped in and blocked it cleanly. Beverly is an impressive team. Let's see. Ooh, Johnson goes to the floor, but knocked out by Sams. That was Tia Bernard driving the baseline, but it was knocked out by Sams. Beverly ball with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Throws it out to Bernard. In the corner, all alone, Anderson overshoots the basket. Air ball. Reynoso. Oof. Almost over and back. Perry pulling it back out. Both teams straight man-to-man all game, and they've been good. Nice pass. Looked like it was probably after the shot. Pretty pass to Reynoso to a cutting Rapley. Looked almost like it was too hard off the backboard, but she got fouled, and I guess they're going to put her on the line shooting 2. Might have bailed her out there. That foul, the first one on Bernard. First one on the team. Rapley makes the free throw. Rapley for her first point of the night. Brings English within 3. This game, Beverly with a 6-point lead at one point, and that's been the largest lead of the evening, actually. Second one won't go. Pulled away by Hamsey. This is Bernard. Switches to the left and back to the right. Anderson took a couple of steps, no call. And that English defense is stifling. 3 seconds, 2, 1, a long 3. And hits the backboard, shot clock violation. As the Bulldogs just smothering with that defense. Perry calling out a play. Nice pass to Sams as she cut it, went off her foot, but back to English. They were lucky. Perry, beautiful drive and a lay-in with her right hand. Beautiful drive by Juliana Perry, athletic drive, as she switched from right to left hand. Was able to flip that up from the other side. Rapley, reach in. Rapley second. Sam's out. Ruiz in. This is tough play by Haley Anderson as her shot rimmed out. It almost looked like she could have gotten called for an offensive foul as she used her elbow to kind of get a little space. Drove the baseline and her shot just rimmed out. Under 5 minutes to go, 4:56 and counting. Ruiz with position, spins and scores. Left-handed by Jessica Ruiz, as she's actually been the main offensive weapon, getting the ball inside her. They don't have anybody with her size. She's all alone under there. Nice drive by Anderson, couldn't convert, and a silly foul by Haley Anderson as she reaches in. Gets called as she tried to tie up Ruiz. They ought to go right back to Ruiz. Right now she's up at the foul line. Now she drifts to the elbow. This is Johnson. Nice cut by Ruiz, knocked out by Beverly. Johnson used the screen. Three-point shot wasn't there, and she dished to Ruiz, but it was slapped away. Out to Reynoso. 5 seconds on the clock. Now we're going the other way. Johnson with a nice drive, and she gets fouled as Michaela drove the baseline. Got fouled with just seconds on the shot clock, so both teams having trouble getting these shots off. Michaela and English has taken a 1-point lead here. Michaela try to push it to 2 or 3. First one good. That high arcing foul shot by Michaela. And that actually is her first point of the night. And we're here with less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Makes a pair, and she's on the board. Gives English a 3-point lead after they went in at halftime trailing by 4, and Beverly extended it to 6. Ooh. Nice play by travel on Anderson as Bernard lost her feet, kept the dribble alive, and was able to save the ball, and then Anderson traveled. Echevarri in for Reynoso. And Coach Stantiel calls a timeout as Beverly has lost a little bit of, I wouldn't say they lost their composure, but they've lost their edge as they've came out in the second half and were immediately called for a travel. A couple of turnovers here, And that one there, another travel, this time by Anderson. And English has taken a 3-point lead. So we've a little reversal here as the Lady Bulldogs are starting to step it up, and the Panthers have gone into a little bit of a funk. So a timeout here to reset. Coach Mack talking things over. And come the Panthers back out on the court. They'll go with that starting lineup. And for English, it's Perry inbounding to Echevarria. And Giuliano bring it up. Anderson picks up three-quarter court, now drops back. Ruiz calling for the ball. Once that ball in the post, they don't get it to her. She has to move, reposition. Ruiz with a pick. Perry takes it, but blocked nicely by Bernard. Out of bounds, that'll be English ball. This is Echevarria. Bounces, Ruiz has it. Shot clock violation as Echevarria's shot did not draw iron. And we've had quite a few of them tonight. 3:12 to go here in the third quarter. A 3-point ball game, low scoring, 20-17. Perry almost stole it away. This is Anderson. Rebound Ruiz as Michaela takes a tumble. Smiling when she gets up, though no harm. Perry puts her head down but gets tied up by Bernard. So, both teams playing tough, hard-nosed defense. Defense is, if this were a football game, we could say that the defenses are too strong for the offenses. Let's see what we got here. Physical game. And let's see, we got Kylie McCarthy will be on the line, shooting 2. English with 2 team fouls, Beverly with 3. That's the first on, oh no, she's not shooting. She went to the line, but the refs wouldn't buy it. A 3 goes for Bernard. Ties the game up. This is Echevarria. Johnson quickly to Ruiz. And she gets fouled. Nice dish in from Johnson to Ruiz. She's fouled by Hamzy. So Beverly with 14 fouls. That's the second on Hamzy. Jessica shooting 2, trying to break the deadlock. She does. Second one rims out. This is Anderson back out. They swing it around the perimeter. Ooh, in and out by Sydney Anderson. That one was in, down, and back out. English with a slim 1-point lead. Less than 2 minutes to go here, third quarter. This game is likely to go down to the wire. Ruiz with position, but couldn't handle the ball. Took a couple of steps. She couldn't handle the entry pass. Chant of defense from the English bench. That time Anderson, it rattled off the rim, up, hit the backboard, and went back in for 3. That was Sydney Anderson. Johnson, tough drive. No, just off. So, a minute to go. Nice dish. Misses the lay-in, though. McCarthy with a nice pass to Hamsey, who couldn't convert, and then in frustration commits a foul. That'll be 5 team fouls on Beverly with still almost a minute left here in the third quarter. That could be a factor. English with only 2, and that one was a silly foul. Quickly, up court, Johnson takes it hard to the basket. Ruiz can't handle it. Stolen away. Number 25 in there for Beverly, 35 for Beverly, making her first appearance. Anderson turns down the 3. That shot no good. English can hold. No, not quite. A few seconds difference. Perry pulls it back out. Oh, Johnson all alone. Too strong as she had time, but they didn't see her. And that pass stolen away by Bernard. And she's fouled by Johnson. Hard foul. Bernard hits the deck. Johnson preventing the layup. So Beverly has fought back into a lead after trailing by 3. They now lead by 2 with Bernard on the line. 12.6 seconds left on the clock. Tia Bernard shooting 2. First one good. A lot of left-hand shooters here. They got Bernard, Anderson. I think there's one other, I believe. Bernard, though, the lefty, makes them both. And that's a 4. They've opened up a 4-point lead. English should get the last shot of the third quarter. Reynoso drives. Can't get the shot off. 2, 1. Echevarria drives, but the shot clock goes off as she's driving to the lane. And Beverly comes back, led by 4 to start. English took a 3 or 4-point lead, and Beverly pulls it back to a 4-point lead. At the end of 3 complete here, it's Beverly on top, 25-21. But here we go for the fourth quarter. Determine the winner of this one. This has been nip and tuck all evening. Couple of factors to keep in mind. Beverly with 5 team fouls, English with 3. I don't believe any one player has more than 2, though. I think they're safe from that point of view. Echevarria in the post. Sams is in there in place of Ruiz. Perry, her shot from the foul line won't go. Anderson quickly up court. Gives it to Haley Anderson. Won't go. Echevarria tips it over to Perry. English ball just underway. 7:28 to go. Fourth quarter. Sams sets a pick. Perry spins, just misses, and Anderson pulls down the board. Quickly pushes the ball up court. All alone, number 35 for Beverly. This is McCarthy. Offline, won't go. For Beverly, number 35 is Nyla Olivier. She came in at the end of the third quarter. And she'll take a seat on the bench. Two evenly matched teams here this evening. Ruiz in for Sams. Johnson for 3. They could use it. She just hasn't Michelle's been held to 2 free throws, no threes, 2 points on the evening. That one was close. That would be huge if Johnson could hit a couple of threes here. Anderson turns down the 3. Nice baseline shot by Sydney Anderson. Pretty play. And Beverly has matched their largest lead of the night at 6 points. Ruiz looking to set up. Reynoso throws it away. Reynoso, too, having trouble getting on track tonight. She has just 4 points all in the first half. Their offense has run through Jessica Ruiz. She's got 8. Anderson again, too strong. Johnson with the rebound. Perry looking for a seam. Back out at Javaria. To Ruiz, nice pass. Jessica with the spin. They're gonna need to get it into her if they want to win this game. That's been their offense. McCarthy had a shot, but Johnson quickly got in her face. Good look inside. Hamsey thought she might have gotten pushed, but no call. Nice pass inside. Perry calling out the play. It's worked it into Ruiz. This is Reynoso way off. She doesn't have it tonight, at least not yet. Try to work it into Ruiz, but pass was a little too high, and Jessica had trouble tracking it down. That pass off target. Perry 1-on-2. She's going to go to the basket anyway. Reynoso with the rebound. Count it, and she's fouled. Huge putback by Kalia Reynoso. Stuck her nose in there. And that will be the 6th team foul on Beverly. From here on out, English will be in the bonus. That's the 2nd on Bernard. Rapley and Echevarria out, and Reynoso looking to complete the 3-point play right now and bring English to within 1. Makes it a 1-point game, 27-26. A 4:42 and counting. Johnson all over Bernard, steals it away. Reynoso is. We're going to get a foul as Johnson took it, stole it at half court, took it to the hoop. Let's see who that foul is on. If it's on Bernard, it'd be our 3rd. No, it's on McCarthy. But Beverly now with 7 fouls. He was in the act of shooting, so she would have gotten 2 anyway. So let's see, the refs consulting each other. Let's see if this is 1-and-1, or is she shooting 2? Makes the first. So big free throws from Michele, a big steal. Evens the score here. Makes them both. So Michele, a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. Johnson picks up Bernard at half court. Almost caused a turnover. Nice dish inside. Pretty move by Sydney Anderson. They dished to her in the paint. She took 1 step and scored. Beverly on top by 1. And Hamsey. So Beverly, pretty soon English going to be in the double bonus. And that could be huge here. English only 3 fouls as Beverly is getting beaten and foul. So I said a little while ago, no player in foul trouble. Well, that was Hamsey's 4th. And if English can hit their free throws, that's going to be huge. They're going to be in the double bonus soon. Hamsey may have to come out here. She's committed 4 fouls. And Reynoso pulls down the board, gets it back out to Perry. 4 minutes to go. We've played half of the fourth quarter. Perry drives, pulls it back out. 15 seconds. Ruiz with the spin move. Everything falling for Ruiz. Lefty. And a travel on Beverly. They're going to need a timeout here. But they don't call it as English has come storming back from a 6-point deficit to take a 2-point lead. And Beverly beginning to fall apart a little bit here under the pressure. Jessica has been dominant underneath. Johnson picked up the pivot foot. Took a couple of steps. Right idea as Beverly in foul trouble. Take it right to the basket. Can't inbounds. And Beverly timeout as they were afraid they were going to get called on the 5-second rule. And Coach Standio calls a timeout, and they're going to need to talk this over as English has stepped it up. I just noticed, and we've got less than 4 minutes to go in the game, that tonight we've got two female refs. And kind of unusual. Usually it's men that are out here, I believe. I haven't really noticed many women refs, but tonight we've got a pair, and they're consulting at half court. Done a nice job tonight. Letting both teams play, only calling the fouls when they were obvious or shooting fouls. And it's been a physical game, but they've kept it under control. So only a 2-point game here, but English has come storming back after trailing by 6. Trailed by 4 coming into the fourth quarter. Beverly scored the first bucket, and then English has come all the way back to lead 31-29. That time, Beverly uses a pick to get free. Anderson will bring it up. Pulls back out. Bernard drives the lane. This is Hamsey. Nice shot by Sophia Hamsey, playing with 4 fouls. Little jump shot. We're all even here. Johnson for 3, and it goes. What's the call? No bet. Let's see if do they count the basket? I see Johnson clapping. No basket as Michela finally hits a 3. But they had Ruiz on a push-off underneath. Big foul there. Wipes out a 3-point. Ooh. Hamsey looked like she took steps. No call. Anderson scores. And the Beverly bench jumps up to congratulate her as Beverly takes the lead. That bucket by Sydney Anderson. This is Perry. A wild shot won't go. Beverly on top. As Haley Anderson looking for position underneath. Perry playing her tough. And once again, Coach Stantle calls timeout as McCarthy was being trapped, and English playing some tight defense. This game back and forth, an exciting game, as Hamsey and Anderson in successive possessions hit short jump shots, and then Perry came down and her shot was offline. So Beverly with the ball and a 2-point lead. 2:13 to go, only 13 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, those fouls could be a factor. Beverly with 18 fouls, English still with 2 fouls to give before Beverly goes to the line for the 1-and-1. So both teams drawing up some late game strategy here. It's been a very interesting, active game. Lots of end-to-end action here. Both teams, and some tough defense by both sides. Man-to-man the whole way, no zone. So Beverly with the ball. Let's see what they do to get the ball inbounds. And they get it to Hamsey. She's got Anderson in the corner, back out. Only 5 seconds to go, though. They must be aware of that, but they're not going to get that shot off, and they don't. So I imagine Coach Standiel must have been talking to him about getting a shot off in 13 seconds, but the pressure wouldn't let him do it, and the shot clock violation, a huge one for English. Perry, this is Rapley. A big shot from the corner to tie it up by Raven Rapley. She doesn't score a lot. That's only her third point of the game, but that was huge from the corner. A minute and a half to go, anyone's game. English can afford to foul. They got 2 fouls to waste here. They can play tight. Shot clock going down again. A wild shot. Ruiz pulls away the rebound, and Coach Mack calls the timeout that time as Ruiz was on the floor. Heads up timeout. So 1:15 to go. We're all even here. We'll step aside and be back for the last minute and 15 seconds. That's the sound of my cameraman's heart beating. This is a nail biter, a heart beater, a heart thumper. It's going to go right down to the wire. English inbounds to Ruiz. Perry quickly up court. We're all even. 1:10 and counting. Perry. Ruiz calling for the ball. This is Johnson with a strong drive for 2. Michaela with a huge bucket. Drove. English by 2. And once again, timeout by Beverly this time, as a huge bucket by Michaela Johnson, who, let's see what she's got. She's picked it up here in the fourth quarter. She came into the fourth quarter with just 2 free throws, but she's added 6 here for 8, and that one was huge, as she gives English a 2-point lead. Beverly with the ball, and English with that hawking, smothering defense. And let's see if what they can draw up to get one of their shooters free. So far, it's the main offensive player here in the second half has been Sydney Anderson. She had 3 at the half, but she scored 9 here in the 6 in the fourth quarter, 9 in the second half for 12. She leads the way. And Tia Bernard with 10. Those 2 for English. Jessica Ruiz has been the offense until Michaela has just stepped up. Jessica with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 leads the way. And Michaela with 8. So, here we go. Bernard, 20 seconds on the clock. This is Anderson, drives the baseline, rims out. Ruiz with a huge rebound. Perry, no press. English with a 2-point lead. They don't have to rush. Any foul by Beverly will, that's what the coach is telling them, don't foul. Any foul, they don't need to foul. Perry, shot won't go. Rebound Beverly with 20 seconds to go. Shot clock off. Long pass to Anderson for 3. In and out. Rimmed in and out. They're going to have to foul now, and they do, as Haley Anderson stepped behind the 3-point line. Her shot looked like it was going down, rimmed out. They had to foul. So Let's see who this is on the line. Perry with a chance to ice this game. 1 free throw will make it 3. 2 would ice it. Number 35, Nyla Olivier, in for Hamsey, who just fouled out. Perry. 2 big free throws. The first one. You can tell by the crowd as Perry calmly sinks the first. This one should win it for the Bulldogs. If she misses, I don't know if Beverly still has a timeout. Let's find out. Makes a pair, huge. And Beverly. And that ball back to Ruiz, and that'll do it. As they have to foul Johnson, that's an automatic 2-shot foul. It's kind of a moot point at this point, as English, with Juliana Perry calmly stepping the line, sinking 2 free throws. So the free throw shooting has been the difference here, with Michaela Johnson making 4 straight, Perry hitting 2 huge ones. These, Michaela, make that 5 straight for Johnson. She'll get 1 more. This game, really an exciting game between 2 very even competitors. As Michaela doesn't touch the rim, and that'll do it, as English with a 6-point lead. Olivier, a long shot, won't go, and that'll do it. As the Lady Bulldogs, very excited about this win, as they came back in the 4th quarter after trailing by 6 to win this one. Both teams played very well tonight. English prevails by a score of 39-33. For Beverly, the big scorers were Sydney Anderson, who finishes with 12, and Tia Bernard, who finishes with 10. And for English, game balls got to go to Jessica Ruiz, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Led the way and was a force under the basket when nothing else was going. She was making her shots underneath in the paint. Juliana Perry with a huge couple of free throws at the end. As Perry and Johnson stepped up, Michaela ends up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Tie for game high honors. And Juliana Perry with 7. So that'll do it for us, as the Lady Bulldogs win a big one here on senior night, their last home game, and they entertained their friends, family, and students here this evening. And that'll do it for now. We hope you enjoyed this game. For my camera people, that would be Tita Tepmantau and Julian Moda. This is Ken Vorspan saying we hope you enjoyed it.